Alright, I think there's an issue with this OBS app, but we're good. Alright, so our focus today is going to be top-down analysis. And to do top-down analysis, I said the first thing you need to understand is the market structure. Then you look out for key zones. Then you'll be looking out for entries at PDRE. You'll be looking out for what? Entry at PDREs. That's where you'll be looking out for entries. But first of all, you have to understand the structure of the market and the key zone, whether market is at a key zone or not. So in order to do top-down analysis, what this simply means is that you are analyzing your charts from your higher time frame down to your lower time frames. And what you'll be looking out for are these things that I have mentioned here, especially the first two, market structure and key zone. You want to know the structure of the market and where price currently is per time. So let me show you how we do it. So this is Euro USD monthly time frame. So the first thing I'll do is to look at the complete structure of this market. This market is bearish overall, right? This is the monthly time frame. Remember that this is a data for so many years, but this is as far back as 2008. So overall, the Euro USD has been losing steam over the years. But because this is the monthly time frame, my focus is not going to be on all of this data from so many years back. I'm going to only be focused on the current area where price is. So from what I can see in the current move of price pushed down, thereby breaking an old low. We broke an old low here, right? Then currently what I'm seeing happening on Euro USD looks like a retracement that is going on after this break. All of this looks like a retracement, because before we can see that overall the monthly time frame is bullish, it means price must have broken above this high, right? But as long as price does not break above that high, the monthly time frame is bearish. But the monthly time frame information is a long-term information. It can take years sometimes for you to actually have these things happen. So we are not just going to say because the monthly time frame is looking bearish, then we'll be looking for sell opportunities. So the structure looks so, but I want to just focus on key areas on the monthly time frame. So doing, I can see this previous support zone here where price reacted from and it started acting as a resistance zone. Can you see it here? That's the previous support zone, which is currently acting as a resistance zone. So currently price it is at a key zone. Then the next thing I want to look at here is the kind of candlesticks that are printed there. When price came into that zone, we had this bearish engulfing candle here. We had another push to the upside, a second bearish engulfing candle, and this pin bar, and it followed by a bearish engulfing candle. So if price was willing to go down with all of these bearish engulfing candle, these sell signals that price has been printing, price should have just fallen directly from that point to the downside, right? But we can see that something is stopping price from going down. Anytime price prints an engulfing candle, the next few months will be to the upside. Prints another one, the next few months to the upside. Prints again. Now we can see that the same pattern is still occurring currently. So this looks to me as if this market is ranging here on the higher time frame. Can you see? This is now looking like a range on the higher time frame. Are we together?
Yeah.
Yeah, but since this is the monthly time frame, this is too much data for us to actually capture from here. This is too much information for now. So what I'm going to do now, since I've marked up this key zone, I am done with the what is it called, monthly time frame. I just want to know the zone where price is at the moment, to know if it is a zone that I should be expecting a particular kind of reaction from. Now that I've marked this zone, I want to go down to the weekly time frame to see what the weekly time frame is doing. Now looking at the weekly time frame, the weekly time frame is telling a whole different story. The weekly time frame is telling a whole different story here. What can we see on the weekly time frame? The market was previously bullish. What is this? Because it's printing higher highs and higher lows. But at this point, what happened? Market structure changed. So at this point here on the weekly time frame, what do we have? A break of structure, right? We have a break of structure on the weekly time frame, meaning market has switched from a bullish market into what? A bearish market on the weekly time frame. So now that I've seen this phenomenon on this time frame, what should I expect to do? After a break of structure, there will always be a retracement, right? So we can say this is a retracement that is currently happening. So I can just pick my Fibonacci to see where price currently is. So I'm marking from the high down to the swing low here. So we can see that price has traded back into above 50% level. So it's currently in the premium level. So from this level where price currently is, because we have, remember, we have this gray area we mark from our monthly time frame, which signifies the monthly time frame key zone. So there is high tendency that price can actually fall from this point to the downside, right? Because we are currently
Yeah.
at a premium zone, which also aligns with the monthly time frame PD array. Okay, now that we have marked up this, let us move down. There's no so much data for us to get here at the moment because there's no signal for us to sell. Truly, the structure is bearish, but we have not seen any candlestick to signify a sell signal here. Are we together? Is it making sense?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay, so the next thing you have to do is switch back to the daily so that you can get more clarity. You've seen what the weekly time frame has to show you. It has told you the market is bearish and it is currently retracing and it is already in the premium zone. But have you seen the reason to take a sell? No, it has not printed any sell signal for you. So what I'll do is that I'll come back to the daily time frame to see what the daily time frame is doing. And basically the current trend on the daily time frame is what? Bullish. So the daily time frame is bullish irrespective of what the other time frames is doing. So basically, after you have looked at the key zones where price is from the higher time frame, what the daily time frame is doing is very, very important because it's going to be your major driving force. Do you get it? It's going to be your major driving force. So it is important for you to take good note of what the daily time frame is doing. So now the daily time frame is currently bullish. This means I'm going to focus on looking for buy opportunities until the daily time frame becomes bearish. That is when I will know that indeed that the market is willing to go down because we are actually in a premium zone on the weekly time frame and also a key zone from the monthly time frame. But as long as this daily time frame remains bullish, I would only continue to look for buy opportunities. So the only time I would want to look for a sell here is maybe if this major low here, because I won't really trust this one yet. I want to see this major low broken. Then upon the retest, I can now start looking for a sell to the downside. So right here on the daily time frame, my major focus is going to be structure. It is the structure of the daily time frame that will determine which side of the market I should focus on right now. So now that the daily time frame is looking bullish, what are the zones I can mark up for a possible re-entry? So this is one zone here. We have this mitigation block here. As at last week, we were expecting that price was going to retrace back into this zone before a buy continuation to the upside, or at least a little bit to 50% or a discount zone. So let's mark the from the high to the low. This was the point we were looking at last week. So for me, I was expecting market to have traded to at least 50% level or even back to this mitigation before a buy to the upside. But we did not see that happen. Instead, price pushed down lower for like a day, then pumped to the upside on Friday. So for now I can't really say there is anything spectacular for me here on the daily time frame. So I want to slide down to the 4 hours time frame to see the structure carefully. So the 4 hours time frame as well is very, very bullish. We can see that the market is printing what? Higher highs and higher lows. So what do I have here on the 4 hours time frame? So on this 4 hours time frame, I can see that this high here has been broken. We have a high that has been broken here, so it means this is a higher low. And where is this point? A higher high. So this is what I'll be envisaging on Monday. I'm going to mark up this mitigation block here and I'll be waiting for price to come and retest that zone. So if I see a retest and a buy signal, I'll be willing to take a buy to the upside. And if for any reason price breaks below these lows and comes to retest this zone, I'll be looking for a sell to the downside. Do you get it?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So you see that I've been able to analyze from the higher time frames down to the 4 hours time frame, and the moment I entered the daily time frame, what became my major focus? I started focusing on structure. On the higher time frames, I was not too focused on structure so much. In as much as I was much more focused on the zone where price is in. But right now, the structure of the market really matters to me alongside the zone. So this means that for me to take a trade now, I want to follow this current structure of the market, which is bullish. And it is only upon the retest that I would look to take another buy to the upside. And if for any reason I see a break below this 4 hour zone, then will I look for a sell. And if for any reason I see a break above this daily low, that is when I'll know that that weekly sell is about to continue again and it's going to be a long-term sell. Is it making sense? Is it clear?
Yes. Yes.
All right. So basically, this is what top-down analysis is like. So this means that if we want to take a trade now, okay, I won't talk about that in this video because I just want to do top down. You can still break this top down to your 1 hour time frame. That is the way me I like to do it. So usually I move directly from my daily time frame and come to my 1 hour time frame. So I will just mark only this point here. This is out of experience, and expect price to come back to retest this zone. So usually, as I've taught you, you know that it may not just test the top and go. It may not just be the top. Sometimes you can retrace deeper, right, before continuing to the upside. But as long as price does not trade below this low, we are safe. The only time I would look to sell is if price trades below this low here. But as long as price keeps printing higher highs and higher lows, I would continue to look for a buy opportunity. Are we together? So this can still be broken down to the 15 minutes time frame if you want to take a trade too. But usually for now, I want to stop this at the 1 hour time frame. Then I'll teach you when we come to our entry models how to take your trade using the 15 minutes and the 5 minutes time frame. Is it clear? Does it make sense?
Yes,
I can't hear you.
yes, it is clear.
Alright, so let's do one more analysis on another chart. We'll do another top-down analysis. So as I said, I'll start from the monthly time frame, and what's going to be my first focus?
Daily time frame.
No,
I didn't hear
no.
you.
I said for me to do top-down analysis, I've gone back to the monthly time frame. What will I be looking at here on the monthly time frame?
The structure, right? No, I don't.
Um,
The structure. Is it the structure?
that's one. What again?
Um, okay, you said the PDRA.
Not PDRA in this case. Here, where is correct is correct, but I'd like to hear the word key zones. But PDRAs is okay. It's not bad.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So in this case now, I can see that this is gold monthly time frame. I can see that for a long time gold has been bullish. Why? Because it's printing higher highs and higher lows. But at this point, there is something happening here. We can see that price is failing to go higher than this level. It has tested that level once, pushed down, tested it a second time, pushed down, tested it a third time, and still pushed down. So it looks as if this level gold is really finding it difficult to break above this zone. But let's look at the candlestick from last month. This was October. We had a bullish engulfing pattern last month. What is this signifying? Is a tendency that maybe price is now willing to break above that zone or at least trade back to that zone. So my focus here on the monthly time frame is just going to be to mark up this key zone here, and then I'm done. So I'll slide down to the weekly time frame to see how the market is looking. So here on the weekly time frame, I can see that we had a former bearish structure, but now market has broken that high, and this is a retest. So what is it telling me on the weekly time frame? That the market is currently what? Bullish, right? Why is it bullish? Because we've broken above this old um
Hi.
high. It
Okay.
means market is now bullish. Now that I've seen that market is bullish, where would I be expecting that market will begin buying from? You could mark a PDRA. In this case, I've marked up this mitigation block we have there, which is also our support turn, our resistance turn support. And I'm expecting that from this zone where price has traded back into, price should continue to buy higher. But will I take a buy because price came here on the weekly? No, I can't take a buy from here. So I'll still have to break it down to the daily time frame to see what the daily time frame is doing. So here on the daily time frame is a little bit confusing on gold because we had a break of structure here, and market has before we really say market is bullish on the daily time frame. We want to see this high broken because that was our last high, right? So we want to see price trade above this high there. Upon the retest, we can now take a buy to the upside. We have not seen that yet, so we cannot really tell if this market is really bullish on the daily time frame. But based on the fact that we know that there is high tendency for the market to go up from what we've seen on the weekly time frame and the monthly, I could just mark this zone here and be looking for price to come back to take that high. Let me mark it. So I could just put this here, expecting market to trade to about 2006 level on gold. That's the 2004 level on gold. Now let's push down to the 4 hours time frame to see if I'll see any structure to support this my buy. So I can see clearly that the 4 hours time frame is in an uptrend. Why? Because we are printing what? Higher highs and higher lows, right? So since the 4 hours
Yes,
time frame is bullish, it means my focus is going to be on looking for buy opportunities. So the next thing I'll look for here is a PD array where price can react from. You can see that I've already marked an FVG that we have here. This is an FVG, right? This FVG
Yes, yes.
also aligns with our mitigation block. You can see we have an FVG and a mitigation block there as well. Now let us try another thing and see. Okay, you can see that that zone also aligns with our discount zone. So if price trades back into this FVG or this mitigation block or this discount zone, it's a very good time to look for another buy opportunity if we see a buy signal. So you can still break this down to the 1 hour time frame if you want. Here on the 1 hour, we can see that FVG. There is nothing much yet. We'll just wait for market to develop. Then we are going to look for a buy entry on gold. But based on this, you can see that we started from our monthly and we marked up the key zones. We came back to our weekly time frame, saw the structure. The structure had shifted into a bullish market. We marked up a PD array as well, pushed it down to the daily to see how the daily is looking, and the daily aligns with the weekly time frame. Then came back to the 4 hours to see how we could mark up specific areas where we can expect to take a trade from, and you can still keep bringing it down like that, like that, like that, like that, even as we continue. So this is basically the concept of top down analysis. It is very simple. It's just when you analyze your chart starting from the higher time frames, you start from the monthly, come to the weekly, comes to the daily, and you keep writing it down to see if the structure aligns with your key zones. Is it clear? Does it make sense?
Yes, yes, yes.
All right, so this is just the whole concept of top-down analysis, and this is something we're going to be doing every day. So we'll open different charts and we're going to analyze them top down, top down, top down, because basically Forex is all about you training your eyes, right? You have to train your
Yes,
eyes to
yes.
be able to understand what you're seeing. So, and I know that this concept, in as much as we've talked about them theoretically, you can only
Yes.
understand them when we keep doing examples practically. So we'll do examples like
Practically.
this. Then when we're good with top-down analysis, we will then now extend into entry and exit strategies. Is that okay?
Okay, okay, okay.
Are we together?
Yes, yes.
All right. So do you have any questions?
No, 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 no. As time goes on, I will ask questions.
Okay. Okay. So thankfully I'm recording this class, so I'll prepare it and send it to the YouTube page, most likely on Monday, and I'll share the link with you so that you can watch it back later.
Okay, okay,
Yes, so we'll call it a day here if you don't have any questions.
okay, okay.
All right.
Okay.
All right then. So have a wonderful evening. It's
Yes, thank
4:32.
you.
Wow. Bye.
Yes, bye.